One of the biggest reasons you struggle to get in shape is your inability to manage the weekends during fat loss. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to just take you through my weekend while I'm in fat loss. I'm 7 weeks out now from a photo shoot, so I'm in a deficit all the way through to then. I'm going to show you exactly how I organise the weekend, how I plan my nutrition, how I meal prep everything, and how I work it into the day. I'm going to the lakes for the night, camping in my tent box for the first time. So I'm going to take you through all of that and just show you what I do to manage that and stay on track. What I need to do first though is set up this tent box, so let's see how that goes. Hopefully it goes smoothly and I actually get to the lakes. Before I get into any of that, meal one is 2 eggs, 2 bacon medallions, 120 grams of sourdough and beans. Pretty straightforward, meal one. Finally set up and ready to go. So meal number 2 on the way to the lakes is an oat shake. Now these are just convenient to just have on the go all the time, but that's going to be my lunch. That's going to be 60 grams of oats, scoop of whey protein, water, 50 grams of raspberries and a banana in there as well. So that's going to take me through until we actually get there and we get set up with the tent and then we get the barbecue going. So one of the reasons I think most people just can't manage the weekends well is they just don't plan and organise and prep themselves ahead of time. So what I've done there is, you've seen the breakfast I've had, you've seen the lunch I've had, that's all in my Fitness Pal. I'm going to have 3 burgers when I get there later within my calories. I'm also going to have Greek yogurt as well as a snack with some other berries. That's going to hit me protein target. That's going to get some good nutrient density. That's going to be within my calories. And I've saved a couple of 100 calories from yesterday for today as well, just to make it even easier. I already know what I'm going to do for the day before the day's even started. And it's not overly complex. It's just something that people don't think about because they have a plan Monday through to Friday when they're going to work and they meal prep for work. But when these type of things come up, where you're out for the day or whatever it may be, you just need a plan in place for that as well. You need a plan in place for the weekend. You can't just have a plan in place Monday to Friday because these are the type of things that do happen. You'll make great progress up until Friday and then the weekend will come. You'll then spike up in weight come Monday. You'll go backwards a little bit. And for that week, you've probably only been in a slight deficit or you've just been at maintenance for the whole week overall then. So over the course of a 12-week transformation, if that happens 4 or 5 times, then you're not going to get the weight gone that you want to get gone to be able to see visible abs and get to the point of shredded abs by the time it comes to your holiday. Like, the question you shouldn't be asking yourself is, should I stay on track the weekend? The question you should be asking yourself is, how can I do this? How can I stay on track? How can I make this a part of my day? How can I fit fat loss into my day and still take progress? Because there is always a way. There's never an excuse to go off track no matter what you do at the weekend. There is always a way to stay on track. It's whether you want to stay on track and it's whether you also want to plan, prep and organise yourself ahead of time to stay on track. I think I need to make this ladder longer first. Why is that coming off? There we go. I actually don't think it's supposed to come down that long. I think it's supposed to be shorter than that. So otherwise it's not going to flip over properly, is it? Let me shorten the ladder a bit first, it's going to twat me otherwise. Push them in. That's better, isn't it? Let's go down a bit more. It always stays a bit slanted, I think, doesn't it? Sorted. That's it, set up. I just need to get the poles and put them in each of these. So we've drove about 20 minutes into Hard Knot Pass. Get on this for the spot. We just found a little lay-by now. Look at that for the setup. That's our view coming out the tent box there. Got a little river stream here. And there's hardly anyone about at all. Got it all to ourselves. So I'm just going to set up here and then get some burgers on the go. 5% beef burgers on the go. Claire's prepped us a salad as well. Both in fat loss at the moment, so she's on a diet as well. I organised their meal plan. She's on like, is it 1600 calories? Yeah. Refeed day. So she's on 1600, I'm on 2400. So it's all within calories and protein is being hit. So got room for 3 burgers, but this is one of those where, like, yeah, I'd probably like to sit here. I'd probably like to have a few Coronas in the sun. Probably like to have more than a few burgers, but it's small sacrifices at the end of the day. If you've got something serious you're working towards, then you've got to be all in with it. You can't just be half-arsing it with things like this. And these things matter. It's the small sacrifices that make the biggest difference in the long term. At the end of the day, if I'm locked into a fat loss phase and I know I've got a timeline to get shredded in 7 weeks, then I'm not fucking about with it. I'm not half-arsing me weekends. I'm making sure that I'm doing what's required to make sure I get there in boss shape. That's all you've got to think about when you're doing these type of things and you're managing the weekends and you're planning ahead of time for them. Everything here is planned ahead of time for us, so there's no cutting corners whilst we still get to enjoy all of this here. And just chill here for the night. So that's the day done. I'm just getting some steps in now, down here. The sun's went down, it's fucking freezing. So as soon as I've finished these steps, I'm going back, getting into bed, and then I'm having my Greek yogurt as the final meal of the day. So I'm going to be on YouTube a lot more now with content, so make sure you subscribe. And if you want my free guide on how to get shredded, click the link below in the description.